Thank you for joining me today. I'm Sandra SandraR, and I'm an independent UK Stampin' Up demonstrator. If you've never heard of Stampin' Up products before and are a very keen crafter, then let me know and I can send you one of these catalogues. In the catalogue there is a lot of different crafting materials, and if you're a very keen crafter, there are punches that match the stamp sets. There are framelit dies that match the stamp sets. So there's plenty to choose from in the catalogue. So let me know if you would like one. My project for today is this little box of birthday gift tags. It's a very simple design. I've just made 8 tags, but I'm going to make 2 more today, and I've just used different inks, but you could just use the same ink if you've only got one ink. I've used Garden Green with Pear Pizzazz on this one. I've used Soft Sky and Pacific Point on these 2, and I've used Pink Pirouette and Rose Red on these 2. Wisteria Wonder and Perfect Plum. But if you've only got one colour, there's no reason why you can't use one colour. And we've always got birthdays in all of our families, and so I'm sure you would find these a very useful thing to make. And what I've done is, we've got tear and tape. That's tear and tape, not terrible tape. And I've stuck a little bit on the back of each one of these gift tags, so that it's very, very easy for you to stick it onto your gift. I've made them fairly flat because I could have used dimensionals, and you can if you wish, but I figured that they were better and easier to fit into the box, and when you put the box in a drawer, it doesn't get damaged, especially if your drawers are as full as mine, she says. Anyway, let's get started with the project. I've cut 2 pieces of card which measure 5 1/4 by 3 inches, and I've scored them at 2 5/8 inches. So we just fold those in half, and then we're ready to do our stamping. So the stamp set that I've chosen is this Perpetual Birthday Calendar stamp set. I think it's a really lovely stamp set that you can use for many, many different projects. You can use it literally to make calendars because you've got January through to December, but it's also useful in that they're very small images, so you could use them for little cards, or you could use them on boxes. So a very versatile stamp set. I'm also using the Endless Birthday Wishes stamp set because this is a very nice font. It looks more like handwriting, and there are so many different sentiments on here that you could just use this over and over again. So we'll get started with our stamping. So today I'm using Daffodil Delight and Pumpkin Pie. So we'll start with the Daffodil Delight, and I've prepped up on my stamp set already this little flower here, and that's the one I'm going to use on these little tags today. So we stamp on and then stamp off is how I've done it, because I want some images dark and some images light. So that's that. And then the Pumpkin Pie, we stamp down, and stamp off. And there's no rhyme nor reason to this stamping, you just stamp at what looks good for you. And I made a mistake there, silly me, I didn't do the other one at the same time. So let me just clean my stamp off before I use the Daffodil Delight. Oh, I dried it. So I think you could use this for all types of people, male as well as female. And they're just so easy to make, made in a few minutes. So we're finished with the ink on that. But while we're at it, we want to just stamp our sentiments. So I'll leave those over there, and I'll just get a piece of Whisper White cardstock, and we'll stamp our sentiment, which is the happy birthday. Put that in the ink. Oh, I'm just going to get the mouse mat, because it stamps better with these photopolymer stamps. Stamp better if you have problems with them stamping good images. If you use a mouse mat or Stampin' Up's equivalent, then that will help you to get a good image. So I'm just going to use my note tag punch to just punch those out. We'll set them aside, and I just want to, using this pumpkin pie cardstock, I'm just going to cut out 2 of those to just layer it up. So we'll put that out of the way and close the inks up before I stick my fingers in it, because I know I will. Right then, so we bring in our 2 tags, and I'm just going to get my snail, and we're going to put a bit of that on the back. And I'm just offsetting it onto the pumpkin pie, because then you get more showing through that way. So there we are. We're going to put it on. You can put it on straight or offset it. I like it offset. So that's those 2 done. So all we need to do now is to get our tear and tape, and we just cut a piece off, and stick that on the back. And then when you want to stick that down on your gift, you just lift a little corner off there, and that will leave your sticky tape, and then that will stick to your gift. So that is those 2 made, and that completes the project. So I'll just bring in the box again to show you that all 10 will fit in there. Now I'm going to do a tutorial for the box tomorrow. This is a fold flat box, and they fit in there nicely, and I shall show you that tomorrow. So if you would like a catalogue, let me know and I'll send you one in the post. But from me today, it's goodbye.